Hi, my name is Noah,
I'm Greg.
and this is Wash It Again, Episode 2, Dish Talk, Episode 3.
Shut up.
What are we talking about today?
This episode, we're going over the movie Four Brothers, a classic and underappreciated film.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good, son of a bitch.
Alright, let's get into it. Oh, hey, Greg. You're just getting in?
I don't think I left. I passed out by the dumpster last night.
Oh.
I just kind of like walked in and clocked in. I kind of smell like shit right now.
Well, we got some, dryer sheets, I think, in the basement if you want to go, stuff something down your pants or something.
Well, no, it's been 3 days. We haven't done any work. I think we should continue this trend and just let it pile up.
It's morning's job. I mean, look, the line was perfect when I came in, so it can't be that bad for them.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So, I watched that movie you told me to watch, Four Brothers.
Really? Which one? Oh, that movie. I thought you were talking about the, You know, let's not talk about that movie I told you to watch. I was drunk. Anyway. So, Four Brothers.
Yeah, Four Brothers. Or it really should be called Three Brothers.
Don't. We'll get into spoilers. I wanted to handle this movie a little differently.
Okay.
Because your reaction to it kind of told me that maybe not everyone has seen this movie. It might not be as popular as I thought it was. So, I would like to start out by giving general recommendation and general review.
Okay.
So, I think if you're really into underdog action movies, and if you really like soul music, you're going to like this movie a lot.
Yeah. There was a lot of different soul music. Temptations. For a minute, I thought I heard the theme from Superfly, but I can't confirm that.
Marvin Gaye was in this.
A lot of that.
This movie got me into Marvin Gaye when I first watched it.
I liked it okay. I'm not sure how you're going to react to the statement, but it kind of reminded me of, Baby's first Tarantino movie.
So you should be castrated for that sentence.
It was a good attempt. It really was.
I personally view this movie as an 8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, strong 7. Strong 7 to 8.
I think this is probably Mark Wahlberg's greatest movie.
It's not happening.
What other movies was Mark Wahlberg in that were really popular and not Transformers? Any ones you recommend?
I mean, if you're looking for a great comedy, The Happening's a good movie.
Oh, wait, what's that? What's that boxer movie that Mark Wahlberg was in? Where he was like the younger brother of a popular boxer, and he's like a rising star.
I don't remember.
My family knows it. They love that movie.
I'm not too familiar with Mark Wahlberg's career, to be completely honest. He's one of the few actors I just never really saw a whole lot of.
All right, so for you, is it safe to say this is the best movie that you've seen Mark Wahlberg in?
Yes.
Fucking fantastic.
I'll have to look up his IMDb, but yeah, as of right now, yeah.
Okay. And so this is in my opinion a real black story, you know? Not like the kind of crap that Netflix and fucking Disney and Amazon Prime try and shove in our face and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is an authentic cultural movie.
I forgot. He was in The Italian Job, and he was also in The Departed, which I like both those movies. I think I might like this more than The Departed, even though that's a pretty good movie.
All right. So, for anyone curious, we're going to get into spoilers now.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, we're doing it a little different because this is a not-so-popular movie, I assume. So, Noah, since this is your first time watching this movie, I've seen this movie plenty of times. Would you like to take the reins on this one?
Yeah, this movie starts off with this kindly elderly woman getting gunned down within the first 5 minutes. I was not prepared for Granny Goodness to get shot down in the first 5 minutes, Greg.
This movie fantastically sets up a character that you automatically care about within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I happen to believe that you are worth more. Are you bullshitting me, son?
The way she handles
Granny
that.
grew up in Detroit. She don't take no shit.
My mom grew up in Detroit, and like it's just as shitty as like the movie shows it is. I've been there a couple of times, and it is real bad.
Evelyn Mercer, really like benevolent old woman who's also a hard ass at the same time.
Yeah. So this little black child whose name I didn't catch attempted to steal some candy, and Evelyn Mercer like catches him, tells the guy running the cashier to call the cops, but not really, just like to scare the kid a little bit to set him straight. And she gives him a little talking to, saying how he's worth more and how he shouldn't steal and how he should, keep on the straight and narrow. Yep. Good little pep talk. And she like kind of sends him on his way, and
that is one of the luckiest kids ever.
Yeah, kindly old woman. And then these two guys, supposed gangbangers, burst into the store, kill the really nice guy who's working behind the counter, and then gun down Evelyn Mercer in cold blood.
Yep, while she was shopping for a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah.
Fucking tragic. Absolutely tragic opening. And then immediately afterwards, we kick off with the amazing music score done by Marvin Gaye. Trouble Man. I downloaded this song because of this movie. It's on my phone. I love this song. I think it's the only soul music that I enjoy. The only soul song I like.
Really?
I'm not really that into soul music. I really like this song.
I'm really into soul music. Pusher Man might be one of my favorite songs ever made. Yeah.
So, during that sequence, we're silently introduced to three of the brothers, and Bobby, who is played by Mark Wahlberg. I think Mark Wahlberg is the most renowned actor in this movie. Besides, who's fuck? I call him Roman because I know him from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
the bald black dude.
Oh, I don't know.
Is his name actually Roman? I think he might be.
I noticed that Andre 3000 was playing Jerry, which is I didn't know Andre 3000 act. I just know him from Outkast. Which, I love their music, so that was surprising. He was good in this movie. Like,
all of them were great.
I was surprised for someone who was a musician. He was really good. I don't remember who the youngest was. He the youngest, the one who played guitar?
Jack.
Jack.
So it's set up. Bobby is obviously the tough guy. He's very quiet, very emotionally reserved. Jeremiah is the family man. He's shown with his family, and none of this is with dialogue, by the way. You can instantly get a feel for all the characters. And Jack is the youngest, and he's very troubled, and he's very emotional. He's very outward with his emotions.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one crying at Evelyn's funeral.
It's interesting. And then you meet their next brother, who is in the Navy?
Angel.
Yeah, Angel, who's in the Navy?
I think he's in the Marines.
Marines? Okay. That's right. Yep.
He's like the experienced troublemaker, smooth talker guy.
Yep.
Roman usually plays that. I gotta look up his name. I can't call him Roman the entire movie.
That's fair.
Who played Roman in Fast and the Furious? Tyrese Gibson.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is his name. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. But so none of the brothers have dialogue before the cops have theirs, and the cops do a good job of explaining the story so far. So we're introduced to these characters, and the cops are saying like, "Oh, this is Bobby Mercer. He's the Michigan Mauler."
Yeah.
And Jeremiah, who's like some business guy. He's the most respectable out of the four. Jack's a fuck up musician, kind of wild and stuff like that. Angel, of course, kind of smooth guy, soldier, and they have a really great exposition in the car. Did you what'd you think about that family scene?
I thought it was pretty good. I like how immediately Bobby like jumps down to the kid's level, and you kind of get a sense for him. and he starts talking to him and making jokes, and you sort of get an idea of what he's about. He's real into the idea of family, in a sense. So you were saying about the family scene?
Oh yes, the family scene. So this is the after party for the funeral, I guess. I don't know what they would be called, like Wake Part 2.
Wake, yeah.
And this is the part where we're introduced to the fact that their relationship with Evelyn, because obviously they all look different. 2 of them are black, 2 of them are white, and we realize that they were foster kids who were adopted by Evelyn because they couldn't find a home because they were too wild and delinquent like to find a family that wanted them. Yeah. And that's a driving factor throughout the movie that really takes the story to where it needs to be, because this movie, one of its greatest things is it's like bringing these characters together. You can feel their brothers just through their dialogue and interactions.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say the chemistry in this movie is really good, especially in the scene later on when they're all at Evelyn's house, their old house, and they're just kind of like talking back and forth. It's really solid. I really love the part where,
Nitro and Midnight.
I love that where he's just flicking the record disc. They're space separators. He's just flicking them at it, and I'm like, oh, that's something me and my brothers would have done, because I have 3 older brothers.
And then they got the wrestling names, Nitro and Midnight. It's kind of funny because Tyrese Gibson is the the darker brother, and they call him Midnight. That's absolutely something that would probably happen in a scenario like this.
Yeah, definitely.
I could totally see that. All of this is really good setup for their relationship with each other.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, although it's shorter than most movies, hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty standard for the time.
It had a pretty slow burn. It was very nice. It simmered very well. It let all these pieces to get to know each other, these characters to really flesh themselves out. And then you have the dinner scene after they move back into their old house and they get in their rooms and everyone's all emotional. Bobby cries for the first time. He cries alone where his brothers can't see him.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to talk about that before I got into the dinner scene. So Bobby, or I should say Mark Wahlberg, I at first thought Mark was giving a pretty bad performance because like it just seemed like he was trying to be thug and stuff like that a lot. Like he was trying to be like a badass and a hard ass and all this stuff. But then I thought about it like this, because there were genuine scenes where Mark Wahlberg shone in this movie like really well, and I was like, maybe Mark, this bad acting that I'm getting is Mark Wahlberg playing the role of an older brother.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like what? Like if you're the oldest brother out of 3, don't you want to act all tough and like be a role model? Kind of like you want to be alpha. You want to be the alpha male.
Yeah.
Even though Mark Wahlberg's the shortest out of all 3 of them. I mean, all 4 of them.
Yeah, but he's the most brutal, really.
Oh, dude. Michigan Mauler, dude. Michigan Mauler. That nickname shines.
Yeah, it's nice seeing their whole dynamic. I will say the dinner scene might have been a little bit too much when they're all seeing flashbacks about their mom. That was a little weird, but I think it worked okay in the whole scenario. It was just a little jarring at time.
I definitely think it was unnecessary, but it gave us a glimpse into the relationship between all of them on an individual level.
I think I would have liked it more if it was more of a flashback and we got to see them as kids having this talking to. I think that would have worked out a bit better.
That would have been pretty funny. I would have liked that, yeah. Bobby didn't have a flashback at the dinner scene. Bobby's the only one that didn't have a flashback at the dinner scene.
He did at the very end, though, which I think is interesting.
He did at the very end of the movie. And I think that was well worth it. I think that was nice. It was satisfying. Also, would you describe this as a mystery movie?
Sort of, kind of. Either that or a revenge movie.
I feel like there is a genuine case for both.
That's fair.
You're trying to figure out what's going on and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dinner scene, again, it kind of drives the motive for all of them. Or it shows us the motive, I should say. They really cared about this person who wasn't even related to them by blood, but they all viewed as a mother.
Yeah.
It was their mother.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, definitely. I like how he's talking about how this woman had so many foster kids, and these were the only four that no one else wanted. Yeah, and even then he said they seem like congressmen based on what they would turn out a bit if she didn't take them up.
Oh yeah. I would say this is an example of good setup.
Yeah.
This should be used as an example for setting up like the story and the characters and everything like that, because it's just done so well, and there's a lot of nuances in each of the characters that you pick up on over time.
Mm-hmm.
And Angel's girlfriend.
Oh god.
That was a great supporting character. I love that character.
I have mixed feelings about her. I thought she could be a little annoying at times.
But I think that was like that was super on purpose. Super on purpose.
Yeah, it doesn't make it any less unannoying though, even if it was on purpose.
That's true. I mean, it's good comic relief, and
that's fair.
It does set up for a scene at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It does very good setup, because La Vida Loca, she like does a lot of things in this movie that you're like, man, I'm pissed off, and then you realize, oh, okay.
Wasn't her real name Sophia or something like that?
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of hilarious that she had a very generic name.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was part of the joke, but
other supporting characters. Green was a good supporting character.
Green was good, although I thought his death was a little bit sudden.
Really?
Yeah,
I liked the shock. I thought it was shocking.
That's fair. I thought he was kind of dumb for a hot minute, how he took care of it.
All of the cops in this movie are the worst detectives I've ever seen in my life. I genuinely think they were letting things slide because it's Detroit, crooked cops, or cops that just don't care, period. Because if this happened, like, in New York, the four brothers would be caught the next day. Suspended disbelief. I suspended disbelief for that kind of stuff, just because I assumed a lot about the city of Detroit.
Detroit is a very sad place.
Used to be the greatest city in America.
Debatably, yeah. But the last time I was in Detroit was probably around 2015, 2016, and it was still pretty sad when I went back.
Mm-hmm. Well, back during the
this was 2005. Oh yeah.
The car revolution. Detroit was the home city of all the major American car companies, and
Motor City.
Yeah, it was the wealthiest city in America at that time, and this plays into Jerry's next big character arc of him being a businessman who's buying an old factory to turn into luxury condos, and it suggests that he's doing something with the government and stuff like that, which is set up for later. Jerry is so two-sided in this movie, and it's not in a bad way, but it's portrayed in a bad way. Like, you're very suspicious of Jerry throughout the entire movie.
I would say the suspicion really doesn't kick off until after, was it State Farm? The insurance people came? That's when you're like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, like something's going on with Jerry. But action. So the first action scene takes place at 25 minutes. I guess you could call it an action scene, but it's when the three brothers, not Jerry, because Jerry's a family guy. He's got kids and stuff. He's got to watch after the bar scene. bar scene was very good. Because it also set up Jack as kind of gay. Jack is like suspiciously gay in this movie, and it's great because it suggests it and it doesn't just straight out say it, and I like that.
Yeah, some of the homophobic bits I could have definitely gone without.
Well, I mean,
but I get it was 2005. Yeah,
you get to the scene where three of the brothers, Jack, Angel, and Bobby, go raid the party. They say they're pretending to be cops, and they're like saying random bullshit about like, let me see your hands, you got drugs, alcohol, and you get the hell out of here. And
stay in school,
kids. And they threaten to light all of them on fire and shit like that. Oh yeah. Are we gonna do the gas thing? Yeah, we're gonna do the gas thing. I love that line. I love how Jack... Oh, dude. Jack being the younger brother is so great. They pick on him so much, and it's absolutely amazing. They're doing their own detective work, and the court lights and everything. So this is discovered. This is the scene where it's discovered that this isn't a random robbery that Evelyn was a part of. This was targeted. This was a targeted assassination.
The real question is, and maybe I just blanked on this part, but did they know he had an insurance policy on Evelyn? No, it was because she went to the cops. Okay, that's why. I remember now. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, none of that is revealed to any of the brothers for a while.
Yeah, it's because she went to the cops. That's right, and talked to them about the gang activity, and then they wanted to just off her.
And the next scene where they go back to the scene of the crime and they're talking to the store owner, I wanted to make a note that the side characters in this movie are all played phenomenally by great actors. They were really awesome. Like, the store owner, really believable, because he was describing the afro, and he didn't know what an afro was. And they say Wallace, the basketball player. He's like, yes, Wallace. I love that. I don't know. It's tragic scene though. Tragic scene. They're watching their mother's final moments.
That videotape, yeah.
Surprisingly,
that
no
videotape
sound.
Was rough.
Thank God, no sound. I don't want to hear poor little Evelyn begging for her life.
That's fair. That's totally understandable. I love the scene where one of the brothers goes, maybe we should just give this up. Wasn't that what she wanted to do? She'd be the first to forgive them. And you're like, ooh, maybe your revenge isn't worth it. And then you find out it was a hired murder, and you're like, nah, it's worth it.
Nah, kill them all. Kill them all. Yeah, and poor old lady just trying to pick out a turkey getting executed by some dudes. And then
it's sad. It's tragic.
And then the basketball scene, the basketball court. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Bobby taking the ball and just dribbling it, and Jeremiah's trying to talk him out of it. And then the next scene we see is Jeremiah go, back the fuck up, because someone's getting a little too close.
He whips a gun out in the middle of a basketball game, and everyone's
chill.
Just more like This was definitely like pre-school shooting, because like everyone was more annoyed than anything. No one was panicking.
Not only that, but even post-school shooting, do you think anyone in Detroit would give a shit about a gun?
That's fair.
Yeah,
this is pre-Sandy Hook, I guess what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But like, still, I still think nobody in Detroit would care if some guy pulled a gun out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not 100% on it, but
I like how one of them is keeping watch, waiting for someone to react.
Jack, yeah.
and they have one waiting outside.
Yeah.
It was planned really well.
I'm not sure if that was planned really well, or if just Angel is fast as fuck.
Is that going to be a joke in all of our episodes?
Probably. Angel is fast as fuck. Poor. I thought that kid looked like who's the guy who made Get Out from the Key and Peele? Which one is he? Key and Peele? Was it Jordan?
Jordan.
He kind of looks like Jordan. A young Jordan.
Yeah, it's Jordan Peele and then Keegan Michael. Yeah,
I thought it was Jordan Peele, and I looked it up. It wasn't Jordan Peele, and I was like, really?
Really?
He looks a lot like Jordan Peele.
Huh. I didn't notice that. I'd have to rewatch it again.
Yeah, he kind of does. He has like the same like face and everything. I was like, man, really? Anyway.
So yeah, the brothers all keep digging, and they find out about Andre 3000's his insurance stuff, and then the witness, and oh my god.
Oh, you remember the bone?
I remember the bone.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
The dog. Dude. So this guy, idiot, sicks his dog on Mark Wahlberg's character, and he starts climbing out the window, and Angel gets a fire extinguisher.
Get something for my eyes, man. Continuity. Yeah. That was great. Like, Angel sprays the fire extinguisher. Bobby obviously gets it in his eyes, and when they get into the apartment, it's not like, where's this fool? Bobby's like, get me something for my eyes, dude. This hurts.
Yes.
Like, nuance, love it.
I like how at first they didn't realize to cut the rope. They were a little bit daft. Like, they were still trying to shoot him out the window.
Nobody can land a shot. These were all stormtroopers. And
then they were like, oh, right. He has a rope and he's climbing out the window, and they grab the cleaver from the kitchen.
I got you now.
First of all, what idiot would, like, if they were trying to escape, tie a rope to their house? My first thought is, they're going to cut it.
Maybe he thought he would have more time with the dogs.
Maybe.
And again, you're going to abandon your dogs in this situation?
Yeah, he was not a good person.
Oh, well. He took gang money to lie about a murder. Deserves it.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely not a good person.
Deserves it. And also, brutal interrogation technique. Threatening to just leave him out in the snow and not call him an ambulance.
This guy is dying. His leg's totally fucked up. No one's gonna come and help him. And they're like, yeah, we'll just leave you here unless you tell us the information. If you do, we might call the ambulance for you.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, so this was kind of suspended disbelief, but, like, if this happened and, like, this guy is in an ambulance, wouldn't he tell them how it would happen? But then I thought about, like, if he tells them what happened, he has to tell them why, and he has to reveal that he was lying about, like, witnessing and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so this is kind of a situation where if I tell on them, they're going to tell on me, and I'm going to be in trouble.
Yeah, at that point, I just tell him I accidentally fell out the window.
Yeah, that's a case for a lot of characters in this movie, and I'm not sure why the government official didn't rat them out. Actually, he was taking them out to Victor Sweet.
Yeah, he was taking gang money. So he routed out to Victor Stone. Like the cops would do anything. They're all like most of them are on the pay.
Green arguably is a crooked cop, but he's a crooked cop for good.
Yeah.
Rather than Fowler being a crooked cop for evil.
Yeah. So later on, like Vic, who is the main bad guy and hired the execution of
he's introduced 50 minutes into this movie, by the way. The main villain.
He orders a hit on the four brothers, and there's a shootout at Evelyn's old house, and this house gets messed up. And they kill one of the brothers, Jackie, the youngest one, and like it's heartbreaking when you hear him screaming for Bobby for help, and you're just like, oh no. Also,
he's got like tears and he's got snot hanging out. Like that is the most realistic, like desperate cry of pain I've ever seen.
Because like it looks like they shot him like 3 or 4 times.
So they got him in the shoulder with the Desert Eagle, and then the guy with the MP5 hit him 4 times in the leg and twice in the lower back. I counted, by the way.
Jesus.
Because I wanted to see if it was like believable for him to like live that long. And besides the fact that those 2 rounds likely hit his kidneys, he would survive for that long without bleeding out.
You think Jerry's going to abandon them, but he doesn't.
Oh yeah, Jerry's betrayal and redemption, not even like 2 minutes apart. That was great. I loved when he rammed the van.
And they got the name. Well, they already knew who did it, but like they got that confirmation.
Yep.
And one of my favorite scenes in this whole movie is when Green is talking to them, and they're like, "So what are you gonna do about this?" He's like, "Self-defense, right?" And they were all like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. And then, so I wanted to back up, and I wanted to talk about this one sequence: the car chase in the snow. The Mercer brothers, specifically Angel, Jack, and Bobby, are in hot pursuit in a blizzard.
Yeah.
After the gunman who killed Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a great car chase because it had really good understanding of how snow works.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying because you don't know if they're going to get away and you don't know who's going to die.
Yeah, when I was coming back from Miss Abel Green's nursing home, going back home, I drifted in some snow by accident and almost died. So it happens, man.
Oh, dude, it fucking and then a little over the top with the car flip at the end of it, but I thought it was pretty epic. And
was that CGI for a few seconds? It looked like it might have been CGI, but I couldn't tell.
I think some of the parts flying off were CGI, but I think for the most part it was real.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some of the snow.
That's fair.
I really like the scene where Angel and Bobby go to kill them, finish them off, beat the hell out of them, and finish them off. And Jack is kind of the moral gray area where he's watching his brothers do something that they can't come back from.
Yeah,
they're crossing a line into the dark side, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really powerful because the actor who plays Jack is really good at displaying emotion, which is perfect because Jack is an emotional character.
Yeah.
This leads into Victor Sweet being introduced with the dinner scene. It also introduces the fact that Victor abuses his underlings, which is a massive key element of the story that kind of goes under the radar for a bit of it, because you're it's the mafia, they're gonna listen to the boss or something like that. But again later when it's the poker scene, he's again abusing his underlings because he's I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
The guy's well, maybe you should teach her how to cook instead. No, I'm gonna teach her a lot more than that, homeboy.
Yeah, he makes one of his underlings eat off the floor, and he makes the councilman sit at the kids' table, which I'm pretty sure he executes him after that.
Yeah, he does. Pistol. We're kind of all over the place right now with the story, but again, so I wanted to make another remark about subtly suggesting Jack is gay. So there was a scene where Bobby's on the shitter, Jack's in the shower. By the way, that's brotherly love right there. Taking a shit while your brother's in the shower.
I wouldn't know. Me and my brothers have never done anything like that.
Angel walks in and he's hey, Bobby, could you take a look at this? And Bobby's no, ask the cockologist in the shower. And Jack leans out and he looks at it. He's rug burn.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was that's subtle. That's very subtle. I like that. Then, of course, Jack dies. Sadness ensues. And we get the shot at the police station that reveals Fowler is crooked.
Yeah.
Because Evelyn had a meeting with Fowler, and Fowler said nothing about that.
And
it's later revealed that Evelyn was trying to stop Victor Sweet from shutting down Jerry's business. And because in order for Jerry to have a business there, he had to have dealings with Victor Sweet. He has the line, you want to cross the bridge, you pay the toll. Yeah. And that's something that none of the brothers understood until Jerry explained it. And then right after that scene, we have the shootout, Jack's death. Okay, we're all caught up now.
I think the last part I really want to talk about is when Green goes to, well, besides the ending, we're going to get to the ending. When Green goes and interrogates Fowler, not really interrogate him, just intimidate him and try to take his badge away.
I liked the subtle interrogation, though, where it's he's talking to Fowler and he can kind of get the language Fowler is secretly speaking. And then Green talks it back. He says, I'd love to. And that's kind of where the dramatic irony of that scene peaked. Because Green's about to do something fucking hilarious. I think your pole is crooked. He says crooked because he's a crooked cop.
Yeah.
And just breaks his fucking leg with it. I love that scene.
Yeah, my only thing is he should have took Fowler's gun away. that amateur move right there.
He did take Fowler's gun away. Fowler had a second gun.
Oh, he did? I didn't notice that. I just thought he just took his badge.
You see he reaches down into Fowler's back area, and then he pulls out a gun, and he puts the gun up to his neck. Fowler had a second gun. It was a little revolver.
That's right.
I don't know where he kept it.
Right.
But
underwear
he
gun.
Brushed off the fingerprints, and then he threw it.
Mm-hmm.
So not only that, but that also means that gun obviously isn't in circulation with the police force.
No.
So they can't track the rounds back to an officer. In modern day, you probably could track that back to who bought it, unless it's a street gun.
Mm-hmm.
But for 2007,
2005, yeah.
2005, that would have been untraceable.
Mm-hmm.
So that was clever on Fowler's part for killing him with a non-police weapon,
mm-hmm.
and then cleaning the prints off. I appreciated cleaning the prints off, by the way,
mm-hmm.
and then throwing the gun. I thought it was kind of silly that Fowler was firing gunshots while he was on the radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a little over the top.
As if the suspects were still in the alleyway. Like,
mm-hmm.
That was kind of meh. Because, like, what if he accidentally hit someone at the end of the alley? And now he has to kill them? And he has to go, oh, shit. Or maybe you can make the alibi that was mm-hmm. the person that killed Green. I got him.
So the ending is an interesting play. How they trick Victor by saying that they're going to pay him $400,000 to not kill him and his brothers, Jerry and his brothers, because Jerry's the one going to go make the deal. Meanwhile, Angel is going to go and try to kill Fowler, and Bobby is going to come and meet Jerry after it's been revealed that Jerry paid off all of Vic's help, all of his underlings to betray him.
Oh, yeah.
And the way Fowler, not Fowler, the way Angel kills Fowler is genius, because he doesn't pull the trigger.
Forced to kill him.
Yeah, he gets him disoriented with like the plastic bag,
and then
which does not make it panic. Yeah, because he thinks he's on a wire. First of all, Sophia goes to the police station, and at first I didn't know if this was part of the plan or not, because you remember when she followed them to the lawyer's house?
Yep.
And like that was a screw up, and I was like, oh god, she's doing this again.
Sophia's annoyance to like cloud the scene.
Yeah.
Because I thought for someone, if I've never saw this movie and I saw that scene, it would have been a great reveal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great reveal.
Yeah.
Because you're like, man, they're in such deep shit. How are they going to get out of this? And then it's very cleverly played off.
Mm-hmm.
Angel purposely points the gun really far away towards Fowler because he knows Fowler can disarm him.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets Fowler to switch and make Angel a hostage and trick the cops outside.
He shoots the cops. Fowler shoots at the other cops.
Yeah, and they're like,
and then they just kill him.
Yeah, and then they kill him.
They're like, Fowler, we're here to help you, and he keeps shooting at them, and they just take him out.
Yep.
So the ending, Bobby and Vic have a boxing match.
Bobby versus Sweet.
Yeah, he has a boxing match with him.
That was the best. To this day, I laugh my ass off whenever I see Mark Wahlberg in the distance walking towards the group ominously. I love it. I love the scene to death. It's so great. And Bobby beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah, throws him in the river too. They're like
satisfying.
They're like on the frozen river.
Yeah. It's so satisfying watching Bobby beat the hell out of Victor, because this is like so well built up. You hate Victor so much for being just such a despicable person.
Mm-hmm.
And he killed Evelyn Mercer, the angel, a walking angel. He killed Jack, another walking angel.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just I giggle every time I see Mark Wahlberg land a punch.
So then they take care of it, and they work things over with the police, because the police love the Mercer boys.
Oh yeah, the phony hair confession, callback
Yeah.
to an earlier scene. I also laugh whenever I see that because the cops are beating the hell out of him, and they're like, "I was fucking your wife, dude." All three of them were like, "I was fucking your wife." She wasn't that good. I had to show her how to do it.
Yeah, it was great. And then the final scene is them cleaning up the house, and it's a nice little like nod, and you get like Bobby might hang around and sort of mentor the neighborhood kids,
It's Bobby's
which is
house
nice
now.
Yeah,
Because Bobby's kind of like besides Jack, he's kind of the one where you don't know what his future is gonna be
yeah,
because he doesn't seem to have like any really remarkable skills or anything like that. Angel, on the other hand, he's an experienced soldier. He can probably land a pretty good, decent job.
He can just go back into the army.
He can
It's
go
not.
back into
He
the
wasn't
army.
discharged. Yeah,
Yeah,
he never says he was discharged, so he can just go back into the army if he
Jeremiah
wants.
gets his business.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he works with Bobby or something like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Bobby finally seeing Evelyn, that was a nice scene.
It
really
was.
Good
I
ending.
think you might
good
stay
ending.
around a little bit, Bobby. And he goes, "Yeah, I think I will this time, Mom." That was nice. That was touching. I am gonna bring up one thing that I absolutely hated, and that was the end credit scenes.
You hated them?
I hated them. I thought they
I
were
love them.
unnecessary, and I
I
hated
love them
them.
so much.
I didn't like seeing Jack again after he died. I thought that was horrible taste.
Oh, but he was so happy. He was a nice boy.
But he's dead.
He's rocking out. Maybe he's in heaven rocking out, dude. You don't know.
All right.
All right. But, like, I love seeing Bobby missing his front teeth, beating the shit out of hockey players.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry with the union people about to raid the factory.
Yeah.
If we ain't getting paid, we ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
And then Angel with the declined credit card. He's pretending he's Asian and his name is Wong. Oh, here's my aunt and uncle right here. Hey, Uncle Tyrone, you remember me? And then he runs away.
So yeah. So Greg, I take it you would recommend this movie?
I absolutely would recommend this movie. I would arguably say it's a nice family movie. It's a dramatic family movie. It's an action-packed family movie. And it's a sad family movie. But I 100% think that this is a movie you should watch with your family. Not kids.
Not kids.
Not
Definitely
kids.
not kids.
I want to say that now.
Yeah.
Not kids.
Not anyone under the age of 13, probably.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the washing machine scene.
I already set it to spin.
We're not going to even say any more about that. You're going to have to watch it. Yeah, I recommend this movie too. I enjoyed it. Not as much as Greg, but I enjoyed it.
Fuck you. This movie's great. It's perfect. It's perfect in every way. This movie's too good for you, Noah. You don't deserve this movie. I'm so pissed. I'm going to go clock out right now.
I think I might join you.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Sounds good. I'm just going to push over these dishes and... Alright, that's taken care of. Let's get out of here.
Fuck them dishes. Fuck those plates, pasta bowls, everything. Fuck this place.
I hate monkey bowls. Alright, let's get out of here, man.
Alright. Bye, Noah, I guess.
Bye, Greg. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, asshole. Maybe you can get some taste.
I will. Bye.